Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here, and welcome to another episode of FTB Beyond. So this episode I said I was going to start, well, I was going to continue working on my solar panel here, and it's like raining and really dreary. So you can see the system has run out of power there at the moment. So let's take this opportunity to disconnect it and reuse the bits. I get that? Oh, I got it. Alright, so we're gonna... I mean, that has a little bit of power, and I'm not that worried about this. Let's... Aha, vein miner for the win. Use vein miner and just knock this down. So I think I have enough diamonds now. Cool. Make sure I've got everything. 24, 25, cool. Okay, so let's head downstairs. I suppose I don't really need to head downstairs. I have the ability to craft outside of there, so why am I doing it? At environmental tech. So what I need, according to my little book thing here, I need to put that away, and I need the tier 3. Because I don't think I can get a tier 4 yet. See, tier 3 is available, so let's craft one. But I think if I go to 4, I'm still missing diamonds. So we'll go 3 for the moment. So 3 requires 8 of the modifiers. I have 4. There's 8. It requires 45. No, I think it's 49. Let's have a look. Solar requires 49 solar cells and 32 structure blocks, 3 or above. Not sure if the solar cells are still crafting actually. Let's jump downstairs and just check. Nice rain would stop. Let's check in here. No, nothing's happening. I swear I asked for the right amount, so let's get another, what, 4? So there's 49 of them, and then I'm going to require... It's 1. I'm going to require... I think it's 32 structure blocks, tier 3 or above. So if I type in structure, got 8 tier 3. I need to turn these 24 number 2s into number 3s. I'm missing 2 ender pearls. There's 1. Let's go run our ender farm, and the rain stopped. Excellent. Die. Yeah, good. Maybe another round. Let's check. Structure. Missing 1, which is probably the one in my inventory. Go. Excellent. This is almost spawning. So I might as well let it spawn. Come on. Come on. Go. 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 There we go. Turn it off now. I need night enderman. Right. So, oh, I was in the desert. That's why I stopped training. Much nicer in the desert. So that should be 2, 8, 45. Is that correct? I think that's correct. So let's get... This only puts out 5,000 RF a tick. What does the book say this puts out? 14,000. So we probably need the next level up. 32 structure, 49 solar, 8 modifiers. I need those other solar cells from in here. Solar. Right, And what have we got in the way of conduits? Do I have top level conduits in here yet? Probably not. Can I make some of these? Have I taught it vibrant alloy? I have. It's going to tell me, oh, I do. I was going to say, it's going to tell me it doesn't have enough ender pearls, and I was going to have to go turn the farm on again. So that's going to take a moment to fire up. Let's get one. I'd like the rain to stop. Sheesh. Here's our 2 vibrant alloys. We'll use this as one of our things. So this should be able to handle the full amount of power coming out of our solar panel. Place him down there. Do I have my little... No, it doesn't look like I've got the tool I need. There it is. Alright, let's build. Oh, as the sun comes out, fantastic timing. This thing should now be putting out huge amounts of power. This thing can only take 9,000 in. What about my reinforced? I'm not sure what upgrades I've got. I'm going to have to do the next upgrade kit. It's after reinforced. Signalum. I think I'm missing blitz. Or blizz powder, I should say. Blizz powder. Just snowballs and redstone. We could probably do that. So while this fills itself up, let's do the snowballs and redstone thing. I think I have snowballs. Those leg spikes are starting to hit now. Do I have snow? So let's grab a stack and then half a stack of redstone because that's about the right combo. Let's see. Take you out of there. Put snowballs in. Redstone in. Pretty sure I only get 100 per redstone. That's fine. That'll give us some blizz powder. One. Grab 2 of these, I think. No, each of these gives me 2. That's fine. So let's make this now. Is that really all the saltpeter I had? Anyway, that's fine. I want an electrum gear and a signalum upgrade. Now if we head back upstairs, place this in here. This can now handle 16,000 in and hold 32 million. So what did we say this thing's putting out before? 14. Excellent. So it can handle the amount coming into it. We've got modifiers we can probably start playing with. I don't think I've ever looked at the environmental tech modifiers. We've got speed, no. Energy from vibration. So I can put this in and we can get energy from rain, light, night vision, haste, strength, water breathing. See, none of these really do anything for me for this multi-block. I mean, we could do the like accuracy and speed on our resource miner. I don't think the tier 1 has. Are you working or are you out of power? I don't know, should be working. it a bug? It might just be a graphical bug. The resource miner, the tier 1, doesn't have modifiers. But that should be now pumping items of power to our quarry. Now my quarry, even though I've chunk loaded using this system, it doesn't seem to want to chunk load the quarry in that dimension. So not sure what I've got in the way of chunk loaders. Got the chunk loading ward. Yeah, see, these things seem to require power. I'm pretty sure I did set it up in the quarry age to run. It starts up when I get in here, but I have set it to chunk load. The other thing I did is I put a power cell here so this receiver will always get power. And I've added a second power cell outputting to this so we get 10,000 RF a tick into it, which is keeping up with the power. So maybe, just maybe I need to do this. Perhaps I'm not getting the actual chunk loading. So it's working when I'm here. Things are running. The Endermen are checking out my quarry. Can't remember just how big I made this either. It's pretty terrible on my part. I don't think I made it too big. Yow. It's not very nice. I'm blind. There you are. It's not very nice. Come here. Okay. I got some more niter. So that's a good start. So I guess they're a good source of niter. But yeah, this seems to be chewing away at the world quite nicely. Here we go. I guess I could check on my map where I actually set that up. I didn't think I went too far. Or maybe I did. Maybe I did. It's down here somewhere. That's going to eat through all the way through this next swampland as well. You can see it doing it on the mini map. What would be interesting is if it actually does catch something like this. If there's any in that area. This has a house on it. I must admit, this is the first time I've seen one of these houses on a slime island. Interesting. Anything cool in here? Probably not. Not really. No gravity. Could be interesting. And just my luck, I don't have any real room to put stuff. Anyway, that's cool. That is pretty nifty that it built itself up here. So let's head back to the overworld and look into what's next. Maybe we can automate some bits and pieces. One would be trying to automate this stuff, the niter. There are a few ways of getting it. Just get rid of the junk out of my inventory. Oh, what have I got? I've got this. No, this chest is becoming the RF Tools Dimensions chest. Don't need that, all that, all that, all that. All them, all that. The suggestion was for locking the caches was to use the multimeter. No, it's shift right click with an empty hand, and it will lock a cache to a particular item. So if we go upstairs to my little system, we'll see that I've got some of them locked. These are noisy too, really noisy. And if I just let's grab some of this lead. If I plop him in there and shift, if there wasn't lag. Right click and then shift right click with an empty hand. We will get a little lock in the corner, and that will stay locked with that image. Oh, it's still running. Cool. Definitely still running. That's what I wanted to see. Getting a lot more of these dimensional shards, which was something else that we were looking for. I still haven't worked out how to make dense mode on these. I don't know if it's... Still doesn't seem to be shift right click with the empty hand here. So, not sure how to do dense mode. Why is gold ore going here? Gold ore? Oh, it's blacklist. Whoops. Silly me. It's alright, it'll go there now. I hope. Got some gold coming through. No, there's some... Wow, there's a lot of stuff coming from that quarry. Anyway. That's, apart from not locking all these things here, this is a fairly complete system. Let's do the silver while we've got a chance. And what's in here? Yellowite. Cool. Copper. This is just another way of ensuring that we get the right things in there as well. Is locking them like that. Plus it doesn't look too bad. So let's look at... look at the time. We should be good for time. Let's look into automating that next upgrade. So if you remember from just a few minutes ago, the upgrade requires signalum, requires electrum gears, and it requires cryothium dust. So I think we've got signalum. Do we have it set up as a crafting recipe? Yes, we do. So we're good for that. So do we have a pattern for electrum gears? No. So let's do a pattern for that. Ooh, patterns help. Let's make a few of them. So we've got electrum gear. We will get, whoops, the actual item itself. And then we need to do this cryothium. So cryothium dust itself is craftable. That's a standard crafting recipe. How we get saltpeter and blizz powder is the bit that we need to work on. We could also probably automate snowballs. We've got a fair few. We've got 540, so that should keep us going for a little while. But to do blizz powder, saltpeter and blizz powder. So that's going to be in here. So blizz powder, we're going to do this one, the fluid transposer. So it's going to be snowball and redstone. So 2 redstone. Grab some redstone. Oh, there it is. So 1 snowball, not 32. And 2 redstone equals 1 blizz powder, right? And same thing for saltpeter. We're going to want... Let's see. I think it can be niter as well, can't it? Saltpeter dust niter. Niter can come from saltpeter ore, which we should be getting with a clear lens actually. Do I have saltpeter ore? No. Do we have a white or a clear lens on this thing? That's a white lens. So I probably need to put a clear lens on it to get the saltpeter ore. Or I was pretty sure there was a way of getting this from sandstone. Crushing red sandstone. How do we get red sandstone? Red sand comes from sand and blood. Funny that. Do we have any red sandstone? I don't know if we do. Red sand. So the night is a little bit of an issue, but if we can get the blitz, what do we get from blitz? We get blitz powder. Uses of blitz rods. 50% chance of getting niter. Maybe we need to get a blitz spawner. Perhaps we can do that with another woot spawner, which I'll set up off camera because that can be a bit of a pain. And I'll put in a few upgrades for it to try and get the saltpeter or niter up. I think that's the only way we can get it. Recipe for niter. Not many recipes, so it might have to be the. Oh, here we go. We're getting it as a byproduct from smooth sandstone through a pulverizer. So I guess we could make smooth sandstone using sand. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just go. Right, I want sandstone. I want smooth sandstone, which comes from sandstone. And then we can make sandstone from sand. And then we can get the niter at a 50% chance. And a pulverizer. So smooth sandstone. Ugh. You know what, maybe I'll just make it so that it automatically outputs smooth sandstone into a pulverizer until we have, I don't know, X amount of niter. Anyway, let's put these, wrong button. Let's put these recipes in downstairs. This one won't actually go in there. This one will need to go into a system. So we're going to need a way of getting things into here and then getting the items back into the system. So this is actually a facade. So let's pop. I didn't. Oh boy, that was not what I wanted. Let's pop the facades off was what I was trying to do. And I'm just popping the power conduit out. And breaking a fluid transposer. So what I need to do is somehow get a chest in behind here and put a crafter on it. Get those items going into there. So should have a crafter. Give me a couple seconds. I'll get a little basic setup done and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, I've got a basic system going here. I'm just waiting for a couple more conduits. There we go, 24 more conduits. So what I've done is in behind the wall here, which I'm going to cover up eventually. So here's our fluid transposer and our magma crucible just sitting here. I've connected a crafter with the pattern in it to this chest. That's not actually meant to connect there yet. So it'll put the items into this chest. This chest will automatically extract from here and it'll put it up into the back of these two machines. So this one here is a fluid transposer, so we want the snowballs to go into here. So I've put a filter in, insert snowball, and on the other one we have insert redstone. So because of it being a sort of a tight area here, I've tried to do the best I can to hide it away. And as I said, I needed a few more conduits because I want to get it down to here. I mean, I could probably put No, we could probably just do another interface. Let's just do another interface. It's probably easier rather than trying to reinvent the wheel. How did I get coal? Can I have an interface, please? Don't need that. Don't need that. Probably wouldn't hurt to have a painting machine at some point. Well, I've got one, but to turn that upstairs back into, what's the name? Okay, interface. So if I place him, let's get rid of this block. And we will put an interface here. It's all connected up. The only problem I have at the moment is that I've got conduits running in here, which are probably all connected up to everything that it doesn't need to be. So this one doesn't need to be connected. That's fine. That's not going to hurt anything. So this one here will be what extracts. I'm not sure. Really got to remember to be careful what I use to right click on things. If auto output's done, I think it should work. So let's just try Liz. And just for giggles, let's get 10. Ooh. Now we should see the redstone go into there, which it looks like it is, 20 redstone. And we should have 10 snowballs in here. And what I want to know is, will it auto output to that conduit? If not, I will set it to auto extract. Always active. And it's not taking it out. Why? Green extract. Connected. Maybe it won't let me do this. Oh, hang on. I won't have an input in here. I'll have to go upstairs. The top of that interface, when you place conduit down, defaults to extract, not insert. So if I change you to insert, we should find that everything's gone. Sweet. These things are working quite well. And we should be seeing, again I picked up a block or something, 10 blizz powder. So we have now automated our blizz powder. That's working quite nicely. So whenever it needs more, it will automatically craft it up, shove it into those two machines and continue on their way. So I mean, we can use this for a few things. Just got to be careful what you order and that you don't do it in the wrong sequence, and you'll end up with part of one thing in there and part of one thing, you know, another thing in it as well. I hear a husk. Where are you, husk? Probably getting caught up in my thought he was going to get caught up in my flooring. So let's try and tidy up the area a little. And again, I'll get some facades and put them on there. But that's another basic little system. So I've got hunger from him. It's not very nice, mate. And I guess we can pretty much cover this stuff up too. Another ender pearl. So let's just get a little bit more grass. The joys of having the silk touch shovel. Makes things look a little bit nicer. There we go. And again, facade here probably. To cover things. Oh, actually, I don't know if I can with the refined storage cables. Alright. So another little basic bit of automation done. As I said, these things are going quite well. It's keeping up. I know it's night time at the moment, but we can go and check how the solar panel fair. Look, it looks like it's drained out pretty much all the power. So when it's night time, the quarry will stop. That's fine because it's completely free. It's completely free to have this quarry running. It's not causing me any dramas to my power inside my base. Leave my villager alone. So yeah, it's not going to cause us any dramas. Standalone system, all great. Quarry's running nicely. I can turn that off if I need to. I've got a fair bit of material now. Diamonds was what I was really hurting on. And how many of them we got now? About 69 diamonds at the moment. I don't think we need to go to a tier 4. Perhaps we could upgrade, you know, the next level down sort of thing. How do I keep picking things up? So I should be able to actually upgrade these. Let's see what we get. Does that mean we have successfully automated them? I think it does. Let's get rid of all the junk in my inventory here. It's probably crafting something at the moment. And I mean, we could upgrade this system. We could upgrade this cell to store more. And we could also speed up our internal this thing to be much faster. It looks like it's cruising now. Look at that. Go on, done. But yeah, I'll go through and I'll make a bunch up because what are these putting out now? They're putting out with 2 augments. We're doing 240 RF a tick if I put one of these on. Even without another augment, we're doing 300. And then potentially we can put another augment on them and get a little bit more into our main power because this thing's draining because we upgraded this. So now 3, 6, 9, 12, whereas before we were getting 480, 960. So we got a fair bit of an upgrade. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you all for watching. Please leave those comments in the section below, and I hope you come back and join me next time. We'll, I don't know what we'll do next. I'll work it out in between. Thanks again. See you later.